It hit the spot. Hey guys, how you doing? Hey Lydia, Stacy, Dana, hey Bill, how's it going? Hello, Amanda. Oh, you like it? I tape recorded on my kazoo earlier. Since you hadn't seen me in a while and wanted to get together, believe it or not. Since she's kept a logbook of all the girls that have died, she wants to give it to me. Then she gave me her new phone number. Yeah, it's about 27 now. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it, Frank? Acted like we were old long-lost lovers. I'm getting women pregnant in Calgary now. Long time ago. I'm in West Branch, Michigan. Party capital of northern Michigan. Hey, Twinkie, how you doing? Been fooling around with my new camera a lot. Can't wait to do time lapse of Detroit. That's why I got it. Portraits. I'm gonna do some nice portraits. Cassie, Marguerite, Becky. I'm gonna chronicle the life of a heroin addict. No, I'm going to Detroit Thursday. I got a bunch of kids down there that I fathered that I haven't met yet. Gonna have a family reunion at Mia Pueblo. Shut up, Joe, or I ban your dumb ass. Go talk to yourself in the mirror, you weirdo. It's a private channel, douchebag. Oh, you can hear me. I play this music all the time. You guys need hearing aids. Sure seems like it. You guys need to get rid of your cheap track phones and get a legit phone where you can turn up the volume. No, I don't record calls. I don't record calls without permission. It is legal in Michigan, but I don't do it without letting somebody know. It's some sneaky little bastard would do. How about now? Can you hear it now? A bunch of babies tonight. You guys want me to come over there and rock you to sleep? How about that? Is that good enough? Send you a couple of hearing aids. Yeah, Bella, you gotta get your own phone. Shut up, Joe. Or I block you, dumbass. Oh, good. Great. She was nice. Saw a lot. Lost lovers. Oh, good, Lisa. Thanks. These people got these cheap track phones and those other places where you get a lifetime phone for $99. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? Yeah, Joe, you're a sensitive little flower. Probably wearing a diaper. Hey, May, how you doing? No, phones are ridiculous now. I've got my S7 or what the hell ever it is, S8. They suckered me in for about 10 years to get a new phone every 2 years. Not anymore. Price of a kick-ass laptop. No way. I'm not doing it. Same with cars. Ain't happening. I just renewed my insurance on my Astro van for 6 months. $405. For 366,000 miles. Shit, man. I'm not paying money for that stupid shit. My camera and lenses, I could have bought a nice car. It's not for me, man. No way. You know, I realized along the way that if you're not interested in dating or you're not applying for a job or you're not going to have to use your car for work, who gives a shit? I get to A to B, just like May does. Yeah, it was good terms. Sound like an old lost lover. I am married, but I haven't lived with my wife like in 20, let's see, let me think about this. 22 years. I still keep in touch with her though. She lives with her boyfriend. I'll tell you, man, this is getting older, man. I mean, there's good and bad, right? But overall, I'm glad I'm an older guy. This beats the hell out of 30s, 25s, shit like that. This is great. Now I like read my ass off, stay up all night, fuck around. I just got done deep frying some scallops. 10-year-old aged scotch, sleep in the morning, get up, go to Tim Hortons. That's going to be my life till the day I die. No drama, no girlfriend. It's great. What is wrong with you people in this music? I can barely hear it here. Well, yeah. Who knows what tomorrow will bring, May? Hey, is this music too loud? Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Yeah, that's how it is with all guys. Then you get smart. Oh, do you, May? Oh, okay. We got to build up a channel then. You get around 50,000 subscribers, you get every kook in the world talking about you. When you get 100, it takes a whole nother level. But the music is louder than my voice. I think you guys are bullshitting me. There's a guy that drives around here in an old pickup, and it says, "My best friend ran off with my wife." My God, do I miss him. Yeah, you should do a channel, just whatever you want, man. Do it on getting your fruit basket cut off. I'd probably get a lot of views. Do How I Used to Have a Penis and Got Tired of It by May Watkins. You get the shock factor right up front. You probably get a bunch of subscribers right out of the chute. Do it, man. Give it a try. You got the best shtick out there. You switch sexes. Didn't get any better than that. That's it. It is, eh? Now, May, do you bother with full disclosure, or you just are you always doing that endless litmus test till the day you die? What's the deal on that when some guy comes up to you and doesn't know any better? You just shut up because it's a full transformation and hell with the details, or how's that go down usually? What's going on? Are you insulted when they say, "Hey, I got something that's really been on my mind. I want to ask you." Oh, that's how it works, huh? Oh, okay. Huh. Hey, Sandra, how you doing? No kidding. I don't blame you. I mean, that would seem to have to be part of the whole program. Hey, Thomas, how you doing? Yeah, Tiffany. Can't beat them, join them. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? Cindy, you should be sleeping like a baby now. I'm assuming you haven't popped that half of a pill yet. Well, here's Becky. Here's Becky. Hello. How are you? No, that's all right. Hey, now, that's all right. Hey, now, I told the people on the channel that you were trying to get a hold of me, and we didn't hook up, that kind of thing. So here's what I want to ask you right out of the chute. Is it okay if I record this phone call? Okay, good. So, I know it's going to be between the whole world, so keep that in mind when you're talking. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, okay. May Watkins sends her love. Mark says hi. Tweety says hello. And she said hello. Hello, you guys. So, what's going on? What's up with you? The last I knew, you cut your tether off. They caught you. Tried to. They jailed you. Then I was following the court records. There's a lady that sends me the court records. I can't access them that well. Zach Pollock says hello. And she said hello. And last I knew, it looked like you were getting discharged, and then the records were dead. And I assumed that you got mandatory drug court. So since they arrested you the last time and you went back in jail, what has happened? Right. What? Why did you think it wasn't going to work? What kind of therapy? Yeah. 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 Right. What is a weed pen? Okay. Right. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. Who was redeeming your bridge card value? Who was redeeming it? Well, you spending it. I mean, you get, credited on a bridge card. You don't get to use it. How are they getting it? How are they getting those funds off that card to use for something else? That's bullshit. How much weight you get? Hey, how much weight you gain, by the way? Wow. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. You can fill out that paperwork for a Whistleblowers Act. I can get you the paperwork. Right. 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 You said that you were in there and you were the consumer and you were you should have been taken care of. Something different should have been done. Yeah, that's not nice. It's unprofessional. That's abuse. Yeah, everything but help. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Right. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. No, I know. When when you got locked up and you're in there and you're using up until the day you get locked up, what's the immediate thing they do when you're in there and they know you were using heroin and crack? How's that whole thing happen? Do you just cold turkey it, or do they give you some medication, or what? Oh, that's what it is, Vivitrol. So you just were you so you just basically went cold turkey because of how did that go? How did that feel? Wow. Now, now did it eventually get to where you just started feeling better? So you went 20 days without any kind of supplement for the heroin and crack. Oh my God. So when you got the first when you tried to take the first tether off and they got you, and you were charged with what before you did that? You were in there the first time for what? What was the charge? For prostitution? Okay. Yeah, now, look, I want to ask you too, you're pretty savvy at scoping things out and an expert at analyzing Johns. How was this guy able to pull that off on you, especially being from the fourth precinct? Gotcha. So did, so he comes up, you say whatever you say, and how's that whole thing go down? Does a patrol car come screaming around the corner? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, right, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, did you beat that charge then? Okay, so you get out of there, you get this tether thing put on you. You tried cutting it off. Right. Was that hard? Was that hard to cut off? Really? People do cut them off. I wonder how they do it. Oh, heavy duty. Yeah, right. Now, on the second tether, do you have to pay for that while you're wearing it? Now, Jesse up in Oscoda says you can cut it off with bolt cutters. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Did you recognize anybody down there? Right. So now they'll probably issue another felony warrant for you. Gotcha. All right. Hey, look at this now. People sent you shit, right? So what I'll do is I'm going to be down to Detroit Thursday. So you give me a call and I'm going to tell you where I'm going to leave these. Normally I have you open the envelopes and shit, but I'm going to leave whatever people have sent for you. And I'm going to leave it at a place because I don't want to meet you because they could charge me with, fucking aiding and abetting a felon and all that bullshit. I'll have everything that's been sent to you. I'll leave it at a place where I know it's trusted and I'll take off. But, if there's anything I can do for you, you need to make a phone call or something. You use my number and call. Yeah, I don't think you're out there all alone. Nobody gives a shit. No, I don't want you to feel like that. I don't want you to feel like that. And I don't want you to get careless because you think nothing's going to pan out for you. It's easy to get crazy now because you think that you've come to an end. Yeah, don't think that way. Don't get careless. Don't do it. If you get any, no, I know, I've been there before. If you get feeling that way, you give me a call no matter what time it is. And don't think that you don't have a backup plan. I'll come bail you out. No, I'll come bail you out or I'll drive down there or whatever. But don't think that you don't have an option that you can count on. Yeah, no problem. I am glad I can help you. It's not a problem. No, it's scary. I know it is. Yeah, don't think that way. You got one ace in the hole and you can call me anytime. No, hey, no, I'm glad I can do it for you. It could just as well be you talking to me. I know how this stuff works, so don't dwell on this stuff and think, no, I know. Don't feel this way. Just do me a favor and like when you get down like that, you need to call, do it. No, yeah, no, you got somebody. You got plenty of people. There's a lot of people that like you, that know you through the videos, and you're far from not having anybody in your corner. It doesn't seem like, yeah, it doesn't seem like it now, but you do. No, no, no. I know you. You hang. All right, Vic, you hang in there. I'll be down there probably. I'll get down there probably like in the afternoon. But try. Why don't you call me, because I want to check the Detroit PO box too. Why don't you call me? You call me. I'll make sure that I'm in Detroit by 4 p.m. That way, when you call, and I'll leave that stuff someplace for you, wherever you want, wherever you want. All right. Yeah. I wish the best of luck for you, man. I've been there. Yeah, they already are praying for you. You hang in there. All right. All right. You call if you need something. All right, Becky. All right. Thanks. All right. Take care. Bye bye. I feel bad for her. So hang on a second. I think you guys probably. I don't know what you could hear on that. Yeah, unless you've been there, it wouldn't make sense to anybody. Sucks, man. So now, as I told her, what'll happen is they're looking for her now with a felony warrant, two of them probably. And what they'll do is they'll look for somebody out there that they consider aiding and abetting, something that's trying to keep her from being picked up. And that's really kind of a wide swath of the criteria they use. It doesn't take much to get a warrant issued for that. All it takes is a cop to go in there and say, hey, this Tom Reed motherfucker on YouTube, that's all he does. He's down here, he's talking to working girls all the time like he's their best friend. Here he is talking to this Becky, going to deliver money. They'll turn it into like the worst possible story there is. And then all of a sudden a felony warrant's issued and I'm charged with aiding and abetting a felon. What I just told her, that's not aiding and abetting. I'm going to leave stuff for her at a location where she can pick it up, somebody else can pick it up. I don't know. I don't want to know. And at least she can have some money to eat. I don't know where she's at. I told her earlier, I don't want to know. So, best of luck to her. Yeah, she's really feeling pretty down. Yeah, they charge you. That's actually an escape charge when you cut off the tether. It's another felony. Then she said she was written up. She explains it all in the phone call. You can listen to it yourself. Oh, yeah, there's plenty of haters out there. Yep. Yep. So, yeah, I'm careful. Yeah, no, she already got stuff mailed to her. I didn't open the envelopes. I don't know what's in them. I really don't. Yeah, she is, Bella. Yep, she is. Yep. No, she's flat broke. Doesn't have a dime. No, they got her the last time trying to keep the GPS from working in a bathtub the first time. And the second one, she got off. No, she's not on drugs, you dumbass. You don't know what you're talking about. She just walked out of jail today. She hasn't been on drugs for 3 weeks. It's not obvious, you idiot. You make one more stupid comment like that, I'm going to block you. You don't know what you're talking about. It's obvious. That's like the worst stupid comment you could make. She is, isn't she, Erica? It's obvious. It's absolutely not obvious. What a goddamn dumbass. She doesn't have any drugs, Ann. Nothing. Oh, damn. Good luck, Shogun. Yeah, it sucks, man. She's scared. She doesn't have anybody. You know, when you get in that position, you basically have alienated all your relationships, your family, your siblings, your children, if you have any. Drug addiction sucks, man. It does. Yeah, you're probably right. It's a good idea, Tiffany. I'm going to leave her a big care package. I've already looked up the statutes, the federal and the state, on aiding and abetting a felon, so I'm not doing anything wrong. Yeah, she can't trust anybody. It's true. Sorry for being on the phone so long. That was a 55-minute phone call. Yeah, she cut it off in jail there. She was gonna get out, and then it just didn't work. So she got it off and went back in jail. They took it off, and then she ran by the clerk and bolted out the door. Yeah, I feel bad for her. I really do. Uh, you know, people that don't understand drug addiction, they just think, well, they're just a bunch of people that should quit. You know, they don't uh, have any self-discipline. I mean, drug addiction is a complicated scenario. You don't know what Becky went through in her life before she became a drug addict. But I don't care about any of that. What I do know is that she's a person that needs help, that has a huge problem, that doing something crazy is much easier than facing her future. And I don't want that to happen. No, it is a disease. I agree. No, this is her again. Hello. Yeah. Hi. Yeah, we're private. I won't do anything with it. Yeah. Okay. Not for sure. I don't. Yeah. 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 Yep. Yep. Okay. All right. Okay. That's what I'll do. Yep. Yep. All right. Yeah. No. I got it. Yep. Yeah. No problem. I get it. Hey, I get it. You don't need to explain it to me. I know you do. You're welcome. That's right. Hang in there. Hang in there. All right. Bye-bye. I'm going to upload this right now. All right, you guys, I'm back. Oh, so well. Yeah, it's what can I say, man? I mean, it's frustrating because there's just so many people. I mean, I was like, I wouldn't say I was like that, but as I've become educated about it, talking to people like Jesse and just being on the street, getting to know Andy and just reading a lot. This isn't like deciding to lose 10 pounds by getting on a treadmill and having more discipline. This is heroin addiction and then being a working girl, and it's just what it does to a woman's psyche and breaks them down, and they're lonely, and it sucks, man. Jesse, you know how it is. I couldn't articulate properly what she's going through. It just, I think there's got to be something wrong with you to not. Kelly as well, and her daughter Sarah. I think there's something that has to be wrong with you to not empathize and want to help these people. Yeah, that's it, Tiffany. Yeah, worthless. Just not. That's why I cautioned her to not. I don't want her getting crazy or thinking she's better off dead, or what's it going to be like to go back where she just escaped from. I don't want that to happen. And for all the people that go on there and criticize me, fuck them with a giant F. That's so sad. What does that tell you? They get out of jail and then they die. It's terrible, man. Drug addiction sucks. I mean, it's the worst. It's worse. It's way worse than just being depressed. It's way worse than, I think it's worse than being an alcoholic. You can still have your self-worth even though you got a drinking problem. But man, especially females, God just breaks them down into like just walking zeros. They feel like shit, you know? I don't even think really it's, I mean, tonight I really noticed with her, like she is really desperate. If there was any time she needed to have a connection, it's now. No, Dan, I don't think she did at all. I don't. Neither did the police. Not at all. All bets are off when you're dealing with heroin addicts and overdoses. People OD all damn day long down there, and only because one guy OD'd in Becky's car, they try and implicate her. Do I think she had anything to do with like killing this guy? If it happened, it wasn't intentional. I mean, did she buy heroin from him and he OD'd? I don't know. But, they make it sound like, Becky injected this guy and that's why he's dead. I don't believe that for a minute. Evidently, the police didn't think there was any criminal aspect to it all. I've got Daisy heavily trained for federal marshals outside. Good girl, hon. You keep looking around for cars without lights on. That's my girl. No, I just don't believe it. I think it was like an overdose, It's a shitty life, man, believe me. On the run, ostracized from anybody you have any contact with. And these people that say, well, it's their own fault. They ought to have more discipline, They ought to be in prison. I don't think that way. And I'm glad that I don't. Good girl, Daisy. Daisy's looking for the Charger with no lights on, parked out front of my house. You look for those extra special, hon. You get extra bigger treat. You get filet mignon if you see the Charger out there, hon. Guys walking around the back. You're not going to get that jerky anymore. You're going to get filet mignon. Good girl. That's it. Look in the back, too. Yeah, I didn't really know too much about it either. Not yet, they're not. They really don't have anything against me. That's why I don't really want to know where she's at. I got enough problems. And I'm going to tell you right now, I would not suggest waiting up for this phone call. It's a 55-minute phone call, and digital audio is crunch. It takes a while to process, and I'm at 4% now. So I bet it's going to be another 20 minutes before it renders the audio, and then another 25 before it uploads, probably another 10. I bet it'll at least be an hour. So I don't want to bullshit everybody into thinking that this phone call is going to be up in the next few minutes, because it's not. And Daisy's keeping an eye on things. Yeah, let me know. You see any trolls out there? I'll get rid of them. Mama P, she said, you need to follow the channel closer. I don't want these people just coming out of nowhere and wanting to know what the chat's about, wanting backgrounds on everybody. Watch the videos, watch the chats we've had before. We're not going to give you a private update just because you've logged on and haven't kept up with things. You stupid ass. Oh, did you get to hear it? Oh, good. I didn't know how much you could hear it. Oh, Daisy's getting filet mignon. She's got the. I got a laptop, a couple desktops, a couple monitors. I'm about ready to really upgrade on a better computer though, because I got this 8K video. It's just unbelievable the amount of space it takes in processing. Okay, yeah, it'll be up. I will upload it tonight, but it's going to be a while. I wouldn't wait for it if I were you. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. Yeah, well, then all the more reason you need to go back and look at the other videos, Mama Platt. Yeah, May is exactly right. You didn't ask, you said, well, I heard, like an old biddy. Yeah, Tiffany said that. She set it up perfect. It's not brain surgery. We just can't accept idiots logging in here for the hell of it and trolls. We'll just boot your country ass out of here in a heartbeat. That's why I've never hoarded myself out for thumbs up, subscribers, or views. I don't give two shits. I'd have to act like, oh, you just didn't understand. Fuck that. Hit the road, nosy losers. No, 8K video is like crazy rendering, but I appreciate it. Yeah, Amish women. Yeah, I tried talking to one at the bakery. She wasn't too keen on it, and I certainly don't push the envelope on that. I'll get more Amish interviews. I'm going to get a ride in a horse and buggy. Yeah, Jesse, pay attention now. This is how you do it. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. She called a couple of times. I don't know. I mean, I sympathize with Kelly and her daughter, but Kelly, it just strikes me as like a double barrel shotgun's going to come out of her coat when I see her. You'd have had to been on the phone to appreciate it. Yeah, Mark, it's a bunch of bullshit. Subscribers don't really have anything to do with much. I don't think. I had a couple videos take off. That's why I really I think I do what I can to help people like Becky, and it's because of the early interviews. Angel, Penny. If it wasn't for Working Girls, I wouldn't have a channel. Nobody gives two shits about Daisy running around or freighters or birds flying or water. It all comes from those early interviews. Don't think I don't realize that. You look at So Tweety's channel. She says she spends 50 hours to edit a video. I haven't spent 50 hours editing since the day I signed on YouTube. So it's nothing to do with talent or discipline or putting out a good product. It's all shit luck. Once that old monkey hits that damn slot lever and that algorithm kicks up and says, you've got a good video, you're home free. It can be good. It doesn't even need to be good. Then you're home free. That's all you need is one video to get referred. So forget about doing everything right and the right content. It's got nothing to do with it. Zero. You get that old computer program, pick you, and you've won it. You've won the lottery. You're home free. Really, believe me, I know it takes zero talent. I put up the crudest, most basic videos there are. I'm learning Photoshop now, which you need to be a damn neurosurgeon to understand. And I could never figure out how these people were coming out with all this cool shit on their channels, all these like mini screens and this animation, and they're like putting text and drawing circles around people walking down the street. And I'm thinking, how in the hell are these people doing this? Well, I know now. I always thought it was done through video editing. And I thought, how are they coming up with all this great shit? It's not, it's Photoshop. You would not believe the bullshit you can do on there. I mean, I know like 1% of it now. And it's unbelievable. I read an article today. They said that there are people that spend a lifetime as a graphic artist that don't use more than 10% of Photoshop. And not that it means a damn thing, but I had an airplane in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and the guy next to me had an airplane as well. He had a wife that was always bitching, and he was working on a PhD in computer engineering at University of Michigan. Long story short, guess who it was? Tom Knowles, the guy that invented Adobe Photoshop. No shit. Look him up. Tom Knowles, the inventor of Adobe Photoshop. I knew his wife too, Ruth. They eventually got divorced. And he works as a consultant now for the consortium that owns all that kind of Adobe stuff. Isn't that something though? I give guys credit like him that were in good competitive programs, like a PhD program at U of M, and he told him to pound stand, quit. I think if he'd have held out, he'd be a billionaire now. I think he did get paid a lot of money, but nothing like the crazy money the Facebook guys and what was the name of that one program where you could copy other people's songs? Yeah, those guys all made out like bandits. I mean, he was paying cash for twin-engine kick-ass airplanes, like that were $1.2 million, $1.3 million right out of the chute. So I know he got some pretty good cash. Napster, yeah, that's right. He's a billionaire too. I'm glad that guy profited off it. He had something to do with Facebook. And I used the hell out of Napster when it first came out. I didn't want to hit Becky up with my portrait idea, but I will when I talk to her again. I want to do a huge photo journal on Becky. Italian, all right. Yeah, Metallica got that going. Yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, you should get paid for your product. I mean, it was a legit lawsuit. I mean, he was supposed to lose. Yeah, Becky, she's on the run. No, that sucks, Bianca. Sorry about that. Amanda is, last I knew, doing okay. Lived with her mother, moved in with her mother, went to rehab, living down in Ohio. Here's another thing that we never really talk about. You're down there. Her boyfriend died, shortly before she had her incident. So you're down there. You're a working girl. You're on drugs. Your life sucks. You're doing all sorts of crazy shit for heroin. And then everybody thinks that it's going to be this panacea that, you're going to have this Pollyanna lifelike event that's going to happen. And all of a sudden you're going to move home to mom and you're going to help her do laundry and you're going to bake cookies and life's going to be great. It doesn't really work that way. I mean, there's not much in between getting out of that lifestyle and doing anything other than getting on your feet with family. And it doesn't mean it's a great time. I know it sounds like a tearjerker and it sounds great and that mom and Amanda slice big people's apple pie, but it's a bunch of bullshit. Amanda probably wants her independence. There's probably a million things she'd rather be doing than staying home. I don't know what that had to do with leaving to begin with, but I'm not just saying Amanda, other people as well. It's monumental to get into something that you enjoy where you're independent. It really is. I mean, I hope things are going well for her there, but everybody has this idealistic idea that these women are going to be soccer moms and give their husband a big hug every day when he comes home. It's a bunch of horse shit. That's not happiness for everybody, I hate to tell you. They just like to have an apartment, not have to kiss some guy's ass and eat a good steak once in a while and wine, have a car and feel good about themselves. It doesn't necessarily related to income or even family relationships for that matter. I mean, I'm not saying that's Jesse's problem, but people can't figure out why Jesse isn't like hitting a big gong about having a baby and living with a guy and taking care of her grandmother and getting her life on track. I'll tell you why, because sometimes it's boring and it sucks. Jesse's a smart girl. She's got a lot of life ahead of her. She'll find a plan B, and it may not be hugging Grammy and making chocolate chip cookies and swinging her kid on a swing set. It just isn't that way. If it was that simple, everybody'd be happy. That's it, Cindy. That's exactly it. I mean, it's to each his own. That's just a couple examples. Yeah, I agree, Diana. Yeah, I think the same thing too. Yeah, transition is miserable. You better believe it. And you can understand why it's so much easier to just be mentally bankrupt, have zero self-esteem, and continually get high. I mean, I'm not agreeing with it, but it's logical to someone that's drug addicted. It sucks. Kelly. Nah, yeah, I would say Kelly. I think she's just person with a drug issue, and she has bad and good days. No matter what Kelli says about me, I'm not going to think any differently about her. I think maybe her phone call tonight might have been because she thinks because I don't like her, which isn't true, that I'm not going to give her mail, which is bullshit. For all I know, Kelli thinks I've got tons of things that I'm withholding because I got some vendetta against her. It's absolutely false. I've said all along that no matter, I'm not going to play favorites with people down there. And whatever she gets sent to her, I'm going to give it to her. I barely, as I told her tonight on the phone, I barely ran into Gerald and Maddie last time. There's nothing going on down in that area of Detroit now. Becky's not stupid. Yeah, thank you, Tracy. Exactly right. Yeah, being a soccer mom sucks. You know, having 100 pairs of shoes and not working sucks sometimes. You know, you just don't know. I mean, they've been robbed of their ability to find themselves. When you get that far down in the hole, you don't know what in the hell you want, man. You just got done working as a working girl for 3 years. You're trying to get the fuck off heroin. You don't really have the luxury of picking a career. You know, when you're young and dumb and come from a good household, it's easy to brainwash a young kid to go off to college thinking that they're going to be better, they're going to get this great job. They still don't know shit even when they graduate. You take a 35, 40-year-old woman and spend her heroin addict working the streets, that same scam, that bullshit speech you're going to give her isn't going to work. So all of a sudden she's trying to do what everybody considers the right thing. She's taking these bullshit, stupid, boring classes at some junior college in the evening. Take her 10 years to graduate with some bullshit degree. And nobody can figure out why she doesn't seem to be in a better mood. Oh, yeah, I believe it, Tiffany. No, I understand it 100%. You get some bullshit job where you work like a fucking slave. They give you another $1 an hour after working another 10 hours a week that you had to pay a babysitter for because you got home late. This is all a bunch of sold bullshit, man. I get tired of hearing it. I sympathize with people. No, the college is a waste of time unless it has something to do with licensure, like you want to be a lawyer or a nurse or a social worker. You know, you got to jump through all those stupid ass hoops. But for anything else, shit, no, absolutely not. If I'd owed more than $1 for my degree, uh, I would have got screwed. I took it the year out of high school. I didn't go. And then I had some cops that I knew talk to me into going to a junior college. And I couldn't believe all the damn girls going there. Man, it was such a great time. So I hung in there, fucked around, hung in there. I never graduated. Then I transferred to a 4-year school. It was the same shit. A lot of girls from all over the place. It was great, man. I was just fucking around, hanging around with them, studying about an hour a week. I barely got out of that college, too. But it did end up offering a much better lifestyle for me because I had that horseshit piece of paper. I was able to get my own PI license as opposed to working like a slave for minimum wage someplace else for 3 or 4 years or whatever it was. Yeah, good for Dan. I see he uploaded another song. Horse racing, yeah, it's probably a big scam too. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, college isn't worth it now for a lot of things. You know, when I was going to school too, both times at a junior college and a 4-year place, it was never any big deal. I mean, it kind of cut into my spending money, but I had a new car. I had spending money. I was going to movies, taking vacations with my girlfriends, working part time. It was great, man. It wasn't any big giant expense where I was going to graduate and end up getting a job pouring coffee and own 100 grand. Bullshit. These colleges are getting caught lying too about the jobs that people get when they graduate. There's 2 law schools that are getting sued now for falsifying their employment data. Yeah, Gerald had a tough upbringing as a kid as well. Criminal justice. I got a degree in criminal justice, which is a joke. I swear to God, I hardly ever went to class. And believe it or not, it's a Bachelor of Science degree instead of a Bachelor of Arts, which I could never figure out. I had to actually take some half-assed hard science classes. Advanced biology was a bitch. Who's this stupid Russian? If he couldn't even figure out an English word. Fuck you, Pioki. Manuka, douchebag. Translate that on Google. Your last comment, pussy. Yeah, I just blocked his stupid ass. That's okay, Alan. Good girl, honey. I'm gonna upload the conversation, Zach. No, I never saw that guy. I never watch any other channels hardly anymore. Between deleting all my hate messages and upload my own videos. I don't really watch them like I used to. Yeah, she called me twice actually. Yeah, every time I go up in John R, I never see anybody. I go up and down between 6 at that Citgo gas station up to 8 Mile and back. There's never anybody there. Yeah, that phone call's 20% getting uploaded. Oh wow, Lawrence. Yeah, she was being nice, yeah. Marguerite, I got some cards for her. I got a lot of stuff to deliver. Oh, catch a bus. Where you at, man, JQ? Where's that at? Tiffany, what's the closest big city to you? Oh, that's cool. See, I've said this all along. I keep uploading the same stuff no matter how it comes, like my videos, interviews, that kind of stuff. That's just how it is. I don't really get out of the box too much. But this chat tonight shows you how much it's true that people like controversy. They like exciting shit about people being in trouble and on the run and what's going to happen and who it is. YouTube understands it as well. I've read some non-YouTube articles where they said, in theory, if you wanted to build up a big channel, you would never delete a comment, because controversy creates views and views create subscribers. I don't give a shit about views or subscribers or thumbs up or any of that bullshit. So it doesn't matter to me, but that's the suggestion if you're trying to build a channel, is to just let people argue. Oh, Toronto, good for you. Yeah, I haven't been up there in a long time. I remember old Yonge Street. I don't care who wins. A kid from this town is starting for San Francisco, Anthony Zettel. Yeah, that's the trick to it. Look at my videos, man. I think I've got 6,700 videos up or something. It's from flies flying, bees dying, ducks quacking, you name it. Oh, Australia. Yeah, no, it sucks here, Marianne. You going to bed, Tiffany? All right, good night. All right, live by the casinos. Hey, Janice, how you doing? How's it going? Good night, Tiffany. Sweet dreams. Try not to fantasize about me too much. Yeah, I'm from Flat Rock, Dan. Flat Rock. Cindy, you better bust out one of those pills. I can tell you haven't taken one. You'd be sleeping now. She's on the land. She cut off. They were adjusting her tether, and she bolted through the door and escaped. She's a man on the run, like Paul McCartney. Man, I didn't do anything in college. Just screwed around. I'm not kidding you. I hated where I was going. I knew it was a joke. Oh, good for you, Diana. Hey, Diana. Hey, Cindy, ask Diana here. She's an insomnia coach, recovery coach. That was close. Yeah, Becky's tough. Recovery coach. Yeah, she's on the run. Oh no! Hey, you better be ready to hit the can. I'm telling you. You taking a whole one or half of one there, Cindy? I suggest a half. You'll be groggy if you take the whole one. It's not like a benzodiazepine. You'll be a little groggy when you get up. Make sure you set your alarm. But it goes away in about 15, 20 minutes. I'm not kidding. You're going to sleep like a damn baby tonight. Now, one thing you're going to notice, I want to caution you about this. You're going to get dry mouth taking that. And you want to make sure you try and keep your mouth hydrated as much as possible. Because when you lose that natural saliva, when your mouth gets dry, you'll get a lot more cavities. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. There's things you can take for that. Yeah, take the half. Start out at half. You sleep like a damn baby. I'm not kidding you. Be prepared for some fantastic dreams, too. Good ones. Man, I wake up every morning thinking, God damn it, why couldn't that have been true? Yeah, some people wake up naturally. I don't recommend that when you first start taking the Remeron. Not that you're in some cuckoo's nest coma. It's just, your body's not used to it. It's doing what it's supposed to. You tired, Jesse? Next time you ought to hit that doctor up for some Remeron. You'll be going to bed soon too. Cindy just got a prescription Remeron. I've been taking it for a few years, man. I'd probably be in a nut house without it. Those benzodiazepines didn't do shit for me. Yeah, there's other stuff besides mouthwash, but you'll notice when you get up in the morning that your mouth will be dry. You want to try to keep that from happening. You'll have a hell of a time eating corn on the cob a year from now. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Becky, she got her ankle bracelet off and hit the road. Yeah, that's another thing, Cindy, too. Now, you'll have people say they gain massive amounts of weight on Remeron. Just be conscious of your calories and the amount you're going to be taking. It's not like you're going to be taking what most people do. So don't be worrying you're going to be big as a house in a month. You're not. Isn't that crazy, Erica? That's because you can look it up online. Thank God. Trazodone works, but Remeron's better. Remeron's better. I was always kind of groggy on Trazodone. In my second psychiatric hospital stay, I remember interviewing with the psychiatrist, and he said, "How you doing?" It's like, well, I feel better, but it feels like somebody took Novocaine and shot it into the middle of my brain. And he looked at my records. They were giving me 10 times the amount of Trazodone. It was a clerical error. Yeah, but the medications that we're talking about, it doesn't matter if they give them to you or not. It's not like they're addicting. Yeah, that's the same problem I have with it, Erica. Make you groggy. Hey, Dan, man, how you doing? Oh, thank you. It's bad, Zach. It's bad. No, well, you just got to keep on it. But when you get up in the morning, I get a spatula and I unstick my tongue from the roof of my mouth. Now, Trazodone works, but I felt groggy on that all the time. Cindy, you're going to really like this medication. I'm not kidding you. It's because you need them, Lawrence. There's no sense in suffering. They're not taking them to get high. Hello, science has evolved. Yeah, I never got addicted to benzodiazepines. It really cut into my jacking off, though. And if that's a side effect I don't want. No, you shouldn't. Sleeping pills are bullshit, Erica. Get some Remeron. There's no side effects. They use it off-label all the time. It is an antidepressant, but it's also used off-label. No, that's because you're sleeping, Zach. You wait till you can't sleep anymore. You'll take anything. No sexual side effects on Remeron. I'm beaten up just like I wasn't taking anything. Now those clorazepam, Klonopin, all those, forget it. That is no time to be taking that shit if you're starting a new dating relationship. You're going to look like the biggest impotent dud that ever lived. Impotency is a guarantee with that. I'm not kidding you, man. I think they ought to call it birth control. Yeah, no, Prozac's a killer for orgasms. Be glad you didn't have a dick. Should have been in my shoes, Jesse. Yeah, that Prozac's a killer for that shit. So are those benzodiazepines. Impotency galore. Oh, well, you better go to bed, Erica. I'm telling you, Erica, you take a 7.5 milligrams of Remeron at night. All you'll do is dream all this money you're making on those rentals you have. You'll get up feeling like $1 million. No, I'd do it, Cindy. No, that's what I thought too. You think that, Jesse? Then if that's true, you're not depressed enough. That's true. There is a graph where sooner or later the angles are going to intersect, where you're going to have to make the decision: is it getting off or not being depressed? If for you to answer that way, that means you're not depressed enough. So your level of depression isn't that high after all. No, bullshit, psychological. You haven't taken any Klonopin. That old dick just looks like a wet noodle. Oh yeah, I recommend it 100%, Erica. Seriously, it's super cheap. You can get a damn bathtub full of it for $20 at Walmart, and the generic works just as good as the real McCoy. Yeah, no, you might as well cut it off when you're on a high dose clorazepam or Klonopin. Yeah, but that's a well-known side effect, Dennis. Abilify, yeah, sure have, Mark. Yeah, that's the brand name for. I'm not sure which drug. No, yeah, non-medication related. I would agree, Zach. It's just like these 55, 60-year-old guys you see on Oprah and their wives complaining that they haven't screwed them in 10 years because they can't get turned on. And then you look at the wife. I take it every night. I take a half pill every night. I take a whole pill. I'd take 2 pills if I had to, but a half pill works. No, it's true, Jesse. You know, there's a link to. I think there's a strong link to sexuality and depression. I think these nymphs and these porno addicts and these people that having sex all the time. I think there's a strong link to depression, but I haven't found any good studies on it. Pay attention, Ratsiv. You'll figure it out. Remorn, Remeron, or the other name is mirtazapine. Mirtazapine is the drug name. Remeron is the brand name, I believe. Yeah, it seems like they do, but you take a lot of those psychiatric, psychotropic drugs, and it'll affect your orgasms. No, not at all, GH. Nothing. That's nothing. Nothing. That's a low dose for anxiety. I agree, Bill. It's true. I mean, there's an element of truth to that. I don't think that's fair that you could consider that as part of being impotent. You're just tired of it. Oh, really, Horse Whisperer? That's interesting. Yeah, that's a good question. It's just like reality. I was reading a philosophy book today. There's no standard for reality. It's a good question, Zach. Yeah, what would I consider an info? Yeah, I know what you mean. Right off the bat, without doing any research, Jesse. Yeah, it's because you're with the same guy, Jesse. I mean, you read these stories of these people that they've got a different kind of love and it's, they're really connected. There's nothing better than brand new sex that you're attracted to. It's an unfair comparison. Oh, Sandra, okay, good for you. I knew we had something in common. Yeah, who wouldn't? Me too. Jesse, you're talking like a guy now. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Oh, good, yeah. Oh, that's good, GH. Great. Yeah, no, it'll make you want to, it'll increase your appetite. But you just got to be conscious of it. It's not like you flipped a switch and your ass is twice as wide. I mean, you're a smart enough person to realize I've just had my third bag of Cheetos. Be conscious of it. Be aware that your appetite's gonna increase, and put a lock on the refrigerator if you have to. I think it sounds low. Yeah, panic attacks are closely associated with chronic depression. There's a good, I don't know how old you are, GH, but you could outgrow those. I'd say low. It'll go to four, man. Just hang in there. Once you get out of that young, like 18 to like 30, it's hard, like getting anything good. I mean, that's what kept me going to college, man. I couldn't believe all the damn women around. It was fantastic. I couldn't have been happier. All right, Bianca. Oh, you'll be able to sleep. You need that Remeron too. You're sleeping like a damn baby. You'll eat much. You'll be eating a little more, Cindy. Shit, man. I mean, I'm not bragging, but I think I had a lot more sex than most people. I know when I was in college, I was having a lot more than my buddies were. I think I was a sex addict. No, I believe that, Carrie. I don't think that's unusual. I bet you were jacking off all the time, though. Hey, Steven. Halcyon, yeah. I know a orthopedic surgeon who would write herself a prescription as Halcyon when she'd fly to Europe so she could sleep all the way there. Nah, they really weren't. I was lucky enough to meet women and get to know their roommates and girlfriends. We're talking about sex tonight, Mary. Strictly sex. Good night, Bianca. Hey, Saray, how you doing? Hey, Pamela, how you doing? She just couldn't take it anymore. They were abusing her, spending her damn bridge card money, not giving her medical attention, talking down to her. She couldn't take it anymore. Good night, Jesse. Rub one off for me. You hang in there. What's banned in Canada, Janice? Hey, Amanda, how you doing? Yeah, staying up late tonight. Hey, Saray, how you doing? This is a homosexual hotline. You got here because you've got gay tendencies, and YouTube figured out through algorithms a chat you'd probably be interested in. All right, Diana. Put on your old grandma reading glasses. Yeah, but it's a sin, Bella, but Jesus knew we were going to sin, so I'm covered. Oh, for sure, Zach. Wouldn't you like to see their data? You know who else's data I'd like to see? I was thinking this the other day. I'd like to see Walmart's, just what people buy. That's all right, Saray. We're equal opportunity here. It's all right if you like the same sex. We're open. Don't feel bad about it. Oh yeah, that's Kelly. Yeah. Hey, Cindy. Yeah, you're up already, huh? Now, Cindy, there are times once in a while that I'll take a whole and still a low dose. You'll be having a good time tonight. No, I know, Zach. Yeah, you're right. I've been getting all sorts for the Nikon D850. Yeah, we're covered, Cindy. He planned on us sinning. And if you're a Baptist, it's even better. Once saved, always saved. No, I don't doubt it. I fooled around on Tor for quite a while. Had a VPN. Hey, Zach, I really believe this. A lot of those VPNs, I think they're owned by the CIA, Homeland Security, especially when they run specials. Hey, Terry, how you doing? I'll check, see how far this video got put up now. Let me look here. 45%. Some VPNs are fake, but most are, they got good ones and bad ones. I always made sure when I got one, it was on a country that was on the outs with the United States. It's, if you're a law-abiding citizen, you don't need a VPN. As far as I'm concerned, Homeland Security can look through all my shit. Yeah, that's right, Zach. Yeah. No, I agree. I agree with that, Zach. Yep. Yeah, I think that's got a lot to do with it, Steve. I think that has a lot to do with it. Back in the day, there were also, I know two girls that got married because of sex, brought up in strict Catholic upbringings. They wanted to get laid. The only way they saw to do it at a young age was to get married. They ended up getting divorced. But yeah, there were plenty of people that got married for sex. No, I don't mind them looking at it because I don't think you're going to create. I don't have a problem with. I don't think you're going to be able to combat terrorism without losing part of your privacy. I don't give a shit if they look at my emails. You can read them all. I mean, something's got to give. Yeah, they say that privacy is the last great right. That's true. But I don't mind privacy losing it with regard to national security. I don't want my neighbor being able to look through my porn collection. That's different. No, it's not hard at all. But I don't understand what meeting people has to do with being married. It's like, These are worlds away from each other. I mean, you can go out and have all the sex you want, and it really shouldn't have anything to do with marriage in this day and age. No, it's not criminal. Cindy, it's not criminal. It's civil. It's a civil infraction. It's not criminal. I don't care. That stuff doesn't bother me. You know, if you're maybe it should, but it doesn't. I mean, I don't see how we're going to keep from getting a damn rocket launched over here if you can't keep an eye on certain people. And looking into people's stuff is the way you do that. Oh, okay, Lawrence. Yeah, but Zach, that's a weak argument too. There's all sorts of people that have had happy, successful marriages that didn't lose all their money. I don't think it's like that anymore. It's community property most of the time now, Zach. Yeah, I did when I was younger. I did, yeah. All right, Cindy, that's good. Good night, Sandra. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's a bad reason. Really is. But damn, Becky kept me up late tonight. I did when I was young. When I was like 18, 19, my buddies and I would go down there. I haven't done it as like past 21 years old though. I'm 64 now. These Russian guys, man, I don't know what they're saying, so sorry, but I gotta hide your comment. Yeah, you're probably right, Tracy. You won't want it by then, Tracy, once you get there. Good night, Cindy. You give me a report tomorrow. Let me know how you made out. Oh, you think so, Dennis? Yeah, okay, Dan, I can do that. Yeah, you guys got to start speaking English. Yeah, it's true, Steve. Good night, Cindy. Yeah, you're damn right you're feeling sleepy. I told you. I'll give you a damn roofie. When you wake up in the morning and your toothbrush is glued to the roof of your mouth, you'll know what I mean about dry mouth. Okay, Zach. You need some Remeron too. Yeah. Good night, Cindy. Yep, you're gonna be sleeping like a baby. Set up a good sleep environment. You know, the shade all the way down, dark room, maybe a fan, right temperature. You know, you sleep much. This is proven. You sleep much better when the room's cool, not hot. And kill the electric blanket if you have one. You got to have good sleep hygiene. Don't watch any TV, read, or masturbate. Good night. I think maybe 3 or 4, Patricia, something like that. Oh yeah, forget that running. That a girl. There you go. Make sure you double check that arm. You're gonna feel good tomorrow. I'm telling you, this is gonna really help you a lot. You're gonna get up feeling refreshed. Oh, cool, Karen. Yeah, my window's cracked. Not for me, really, for Daisy. It's harder keeping her cool than it is warm. Okay, Donna. Yeah, no, they got this stuff down. I mean, there's sleep hygiene books. I mean, this is just thousands of hours of research. It matters. I think about four, maybe. Let me think about this. Angel, Monica, Angel, Monica, Penny. Three, I guess. Three. Really got a sleep problem, huh, Mark? Wow, Superwoman. Yeah, I couldn't do that, Bill. Yeah, I don't really do too much, honestly, Patricia. I mean, I know when I do something, I mean, I never really went down there with any goal or objective or intent or purpose. Just interests me, you know. I don't know. I wouldn't give myself any credit for doing anything, though, really. It's just like the bottom level. Yeah, it's true, Kenny. I don't think I could sleep with anybody in the same bed anymore. I just don't think I could. Oh, cool, Carrie. All right. Cultured, huh? We need some people like you around here. I think it's good for them on that channel. I don't care what other people do on channel. I wish everybody that has a channel best of luck. 36 awake. Yeah, bullshit, man. Where's that at? The sane asylum? Yeah, I'm gonna go Thursday. Yeah, BJ. Yep, sure am. Yep. I thought about going down tomorrow. I've been tired. I think I do have a sleep problem, but I think I don't sleep deep enough. Maybe. I've been tired. Yeah, I go to bed. I get 8 hours. I need to run some interference, man. I got to start some big hot torrid love affair with one of my subscribers. Uh, well, Jesse, the moderator on here, Jesse, Deadlock 28, but she was already out of there before I met her. There's a guy, Dan. I met him at the tail end of his addiction. He's got out of there, but so two, I can tell you, maybe three. There's a girl, Amanda, too, but I haven't talked to her lately. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know why, Dennis. Hey, you better quit that coke, Lawrence. That's tough on your cardiovascular system. You end up getting a stroke at a young age. Yeah, sometimes I do that. Sometimes I do, Stephen. Yeah. Hello, Christy. Are you tired, BJ? Okay. Oh, raccoon, where at? That could be. Did you see one? Where at? I didn't notice anything. Oh yeah, that's a good. No, don't use that Coke. Anybody see a raccoon out there? I don't. Hey, Jazzy. Good. Yeah, there's a lot of cats running around out there at night. I'm gonna do it after I talk to that girl again. I just want to make sure she's cool with it. Oh, okay, yeah, it's probably a cat. Cindy, you're supposed to be in bed. Light color. Yeah, there's about 5 of them out there.